Okay, 30 types in 30 days. It's day number 2. Let's look at Genesis chapter 3. In Genesis chapter 3, it's all about when sin enters the world through what happened with Adam and Eve. Now, Paul in Romans chapter 5 is going to make a strong contrast between the first Adam and the second Adam, or Adam and Jesus. He looks into his Bible, Genesis through Malachi, and he's making a case for Christ. So in all the stories, like Christ has told them, he is somewhere in that story to be found. What if in this first story we're seeing him just like Paul is doing, looking at Adam and somehow seeing the contact made with Christ? So we come to this story in Genesis chapter 3 and we have sin entering into the world. Now it's the bride who finds herself somehow alone against Satan, as it were. Satan is deceiving her. The bride of the first Adam is being deceived by Satan into sinning. And she does. She gets deceived. She sins. Somehow up steps this husband of hers. The first Adam steps up and the bride gives the fruit to him, and then he takes it from her and eats. When God finds out, as the chapter goes on, he comes and addresses the problem. How did this happen? And Adam's response is, the woman who you gave me, she gave me the fruit and I ate it. Now, we can hear that negatively all day long, but when Paul reads it, what if he hears what Christ would say if he was there speaking? Think about it with an intention of that Christ would have. So Jesus says, that bride that you gave me, she had the sin and she gave it to me and I took it. What if that's what's happening? What if that's the picture that's being painted? So that now we look back and see where Adam failed, Christ, through the same actions, succeeds. And so he has taken the sin upon himself, and now will have to bear the punishment of thorns and thistles that will come because of this sin, just like God tells Adam, which he does on the cross, bear that very punishment, the thorns that represent sin, in order to give us the cleansing that we need. By the end of chapter 3 of Genesis, we see the first bloodshed ever, because that's what's going to be required to cover the nakedness that Adam and Eve have now found themselves in. Where they wanted to cover the nakedness themselves with fig leaves, that was going to be impossible. It will only be God who can ultimately cover their nakedness, which he will do through the shedding of blood. Beautiful pictures being painted. I'll be looking forward to talking to you more tomorrow. Thanks.